Masters and author of Swift Success. And today I want to talk to you about a new system I've developed called CLEAR, C-L-E-A-R. The CLEAR acronym stands for the 5 biggest threats that organizations have to face in optimizing and enhancing their organizational performance, their culture, in retaining their talent and growing and developing their talent and remaining competitive, building a good team spirit and an environment and a culture where people love to work and creating a great place to work. And I so often see companies spending so much money and people spending so much money on insurance. And when you start to look at those numbers, it's on a maybe and a hope. But I seldom see people really being smart enough to invest in insurance. And that's the whole goal of Life Masters, is to provide insurance of performance, optimization of performance in a sustainable and positive and potent way that brings increases in productivity, profit, and people. So let's talk about CLEAR as a model, because there's extensive research and people do thousands of different things. But do those things impact your triple bottom line? And we know from the work, from the research, from our own research, from global research, there are 5 things that keep people awake at night. And the C is culture. What is your organizational culture like? What is the pH? We know pH from a swimming pool. If it's acidic, it doesn't matter what you put into the pool. It's not going to change the green. And maybe your culture is like that. The pH might be so bad that what you're doing is having no impact on it. And so your culture and the context are at least 50% the performance improvements and optimization that you create in your workspace. So we know from extensive research, culture is the #1 space for leaders to have direct input and impact and understanding, because that has a direct impact to the bottom line. And so leadership effectiveness as part of that culture entrainment and part of that context creation is a vital part of that component. The L is around leadership, effectiveness of leadership. There's research we've got that shows that 70% of leaders aren't leaders, that is. Another big challenge is in South Africa, we have our thing called BEE, where we are fast tracking people ahead of their ability, ahead of their mindset, and ahead of their cognitive understanding of complexity. And so Elliot Jacques got an understanding of different stratas of where you put people based on their cognitive understanding. But we've pushed people up so fast that they're in leadership roles, what I call, many of them are greeders. They're not able to lead people because their mindset is wrong. They come from a me, not a we kind of process. And so the development of leaders and the pipeline of leaders is a very important part of any organizational focus and effort and investment nowadays. The E is around engagement. Gallup's done extensive research. There's questionnaires and assessments and profiles. And here's the bad thing. Globally, engaged staff range between 15 to 20% on average. That means 80% are not engaged or actively disengaged. They're just there for the money. And that's such an indictment on you as a leader, as a manager. Now, is your workplace that bad that 80% of the people don't like what they're doing? They're not happy at work? They don't have positive teamwork, positive relationships? What's got to shift in your meaning? People want meaning today. They want meaning and growth and development. Money is important. Money is the fuel in the car. But where are you going? What are you achieving? What difference are you making in the world? So engagement, happiness at work, transparency, and all of those things that are for the individual make it a great place to work, that they wake up in the morning and say, "Good morning, God," rather than "Good God, it's morning again." The A is about action orientation and results and fierce focus in creating those results. And we know through our work with appreciative inquiry, by creating a positive, inclusive way where you bring everybody into the system, using that appreciative inquiry process, you can now start to do and create environments where people bring their whole selves to work, not just part of themselves. And so fiercely focused, swift action is vital if you're going to improve your productivity, performance, and profits in today's times. The R is readiness, growth, development, the right mindsets. There are 20 qualities that make an individual 7 times more valuable. That's right, 7 times more valuable. And if you're a leader, it's 8 times more valuable than the average Joe in your organization, or Jane in the organization. Let's make sure we're fair here. So extensive work by Professor Stoltz around resilience and psychological capital and hope and self-efficacy shows that we need to build people to be stronger from the inside out, change their identity, change how they see themselves, change how they relate to people, change the team dynamics. We know from our team building, trust is an issue, recognition is an issue, being appreciated is an issue. Diversity and cultures, home cultures are an issue. And so we have a system that we call CLEAR, that we bring along, which helps people to become conscious, to become self-aware, to self-manage, because you can have a good IQ and have a good EQ. So let's cover the Qs. IQ is intelligence, EQ is your emotional intelligence, and AQ is your resilience factor. Those are all vital and important parts of the process. And your SQ is your social intelligence. And we have 12, 15 different cultures in our country. So working together, collaborating, teamwork, positive relationships, friendships, they all add to the readiness of a workplace to build your competitive advantage in a way that you can retain your talent, you can attract your talent, optimize their performance. If you're ready and if you're smart and you would like us to help you, come to either do a talk, to do a workshop, or a full intervention or assessment for you, get hold of me at LifeMasters, www.lifemasters.co.za. That's www.lifemasters.co.za. Or give me a call on my mobile, 27 for South Africa, 83 447 6300. That's 2783 447 6300. Give us a call, check us out. We'd love to find a way to help you and work with you. Thank you for your time. This is Tony Dovale, founder of Life Masters and author of Swift Success, and I'm here to help you become clear.